Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we got some more Game of Thrones the card game, 2nd edition of course for you. On the left we have Scott. He's from the Rochester, New York area. We first met him at Millennium Games Tournament, which you can see the series of that sort championship on this channel. He's playing Greyjoy Fealty. On the right is myself, playing the Lane Rose deck. And it looks like I'm setting up a Tyrion and a Brothel Madam, along with Western Fiefdoms. He's got Theon, Maester Windermere, looks like a raiding longship, and a sea tower to reduce the cost of the next Greyjoy card he plays. And if you guys are watching this within about 24 hours or so after it was posted, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially my awesome wife, Melanie, for being an awesome mother. And you guys love her because she plays this game, and she supports me playing this game and doing these videos. So I just want to say a big public special shout out to her on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mel. You are awesome. Alright. So looks like we're choosing plots here. I flip Noble Cause, and Scott flips Summons. So who's he looking for? I would think it's probably Balon. Or Asha. Maybe Asha. That's who we'll grab. We'll see here. Those are the two big ones I see. Sometimes Euron. Sometimes people are grabbing Euron, but he doesn't exactly have the economy yet for Euron. Maybe he's got a King's Road. Who knows? But and he did get Balon. I was trying to hex his hand there with some voodoo so that he found nothing, but he did get Balon.
I'm still scared of playing.
It looks like he does have Euron in hand. He is a reducing character. He's got a shipwright. Not sure what else is in there. Just draw phase. Alright. And it looks like Scott is going first. So he starts off by collecting his gold and reducing with a sea tower and fealty. And we got Balon, of course.
Oh, surprise.
And I do see a sea tower in his hand. I'm not sure why he didn't play that first, but he did have a dupe for Balon. That is a smart play in my opinion. Good on Scott for duping him up, because he's usually a target of tiers pretty quickly when I play against him across the board. I will go after Balon right away. So getting a dupe for Balon is very good protection. It'll keep him around for a little bit, and he is going to be a problem, that's for sure. Just remember, characters in the challenge participating on the opposite side from him do not count their strength if it's lower than him, so he can get unopposed challenges. And with a raiding longship out there, that helps, but there is no great Kraken yet to benefit off those unopposed too greatly, but he could have a We Do Not Sow in hand, but not really any good locations out to hit with that yet. Not sure if I'm playing any actually in this deck. So yeah, a little weird that he did play that sea tower and he ended up not even using it. Could have saved himself a gold. Possibly threaten the event, like a We Do Not Sow, for example, or protection with hands from tiers. He does have a put to sword there in hand, we see. And I got Tywin out. Wow, Tywin and Tyrion from round 1. That is an amazing start, in my opinion. Feel a little more confident putting Tywin out, knowing my opponent doesn't have 2 gold across the table to put him to the sword. You gotta be careful with Theon having stealth. Could have stealth Tywin out there, thrown Balon in 1 by 2, but does not have the gold for it, so that is nice to know. So I'm just checking the raiding longship there to see what could happen. So he throws them both in. So he definitely wants someone to die, I would think. Oh, was that a power challenge? Oh no, sorry, Brothel Madam, it had to be a power challenge. He couldn't pay the Brothel Madam. It looks like Theon's reaction will get him a power, and it looks like Balon got one from Renown, and he also got one for unopposed. So 3 power gain from a power challenge, which he didn't claim any. It's not too bad, I guess, especially in the first round.
Hit has been put on him. His time is limited. Fucker. I know, that's I hate playing.
And you're just laughing there and joking around. Scott, you are a funny dude. Always have a good time talking to that guy and playing against him. He is pretty funny. But yeah, and a great player too.
Area of 7.
And except for when he plays sea towers after he marshals. Yeah, that's right. I said it, Scott. I said. So I hit him with a military. He claims Balon, or targets Balon for claim, and saves him by discarding the dupe, which leaves him a little exposed, which I don't think was a smart play. And there it is, the tears. See, that's the mistake right there. That is a mistake. Don't expose Balon like that quickly. And you saw his head drop there in disappointment, and I grabbed Euron for the claim. So that's what I find playing against these Greyjoy decks. Some of them, they're a little weak on intrigue, especially at this time of the tournament. I don't think they had those drowned gods yet. I could be wrong, but they're still a little too weak on intrigue, especially the Fealty variant of the deck. And yeah, I just find you start hitting them pretty hard and pulling good characters out of their hand or their economy or whatever, and really slows them down. And then if you hit the tiers right, you can really crush them. If they don't come out blasting and killing your dudes, then
I really wanted it on a push.
yeah, you're able to start killing their dudes.
And I have 6 cards for my 6. What do you got?
So I quickly shot up to 5 power there on my turn and brought him down to 1. And Balon would be dead. But we do have Aaron Dampair somewhere in that deck, I'm sure. So there is always the chance Balon can come back because he is an Ironborn character. So you got to be careful with the dominance. And my deck isn't exactly built to win dominance at this time. So I might have had an Iron Throne in there. Maybe. Sometimes, almost every single Store Championship I went, I threw 1 copy of Iron Throne in the deck before going usually. Yeah. Just the thing I did. In some games it definitely helped me out. Alright, so Noble Cause on both sides.
But did I do that on purpose to get a lower seeding in the
Final
Four?
Scott's joking around saying he did that Balon on, save on purpose so that he got a lower seeding in the Final Four. Trying to secure who his opponent is and where he plays in the top 4. Because we both know we're making it in. This is the top table. And there's Asha used with the Noble Cause reduction. And the 2 sea towers and a gold to get her into play. And I just want to make note, actually, I was just reminded about this now, talking about being the last round of the tournament. There was a little drama here with Scott's friend, I believe his name was Dan. And there was another player, sorry, I don't remember her name, but they were also playing at table number 2. And there was, so the 4 of us were at the top at the time. And then Dan realized that if him and his opponent intentionally drew, they could secure their spot in the Final Four and they wouldn't have to play. And this, I heard a couple players grumbling and not really liking it. I thought it wasn't very sportsmanlike, but this was in March before intentional draws came into the game. And the TO ruled that in the old rules he couldn't find anything before the tournament reading that stopped intentional draws, and he knew the rules for FFG came out at the time saying intentional draws were coming. So he just ruled that it was fine. They did play a pickup game. But yeah, the fact that they just decided to lock out everyone else in the tournament for making the top 4 kind of upset some people, including myself. I'll admit I was a little upset at the time. My wife Melanie was with us, and she did not have a chance because of it. And a couple other players who could have had a chance of making it in were basically eliminated even before the last round started. So yeah. I understand it's fine. He could do it, I guess. Like the TO ruled it, but a little bit of drama there. But thankfully now FFG is taking intentional draws out of the game, and I believe draws altogether, and that will start in August, right before Gen Con. So yeah, that's just my little story of experiencing intentional draws firsthand. I know I've heard some way worse stories where, you know, the final 4 tables of the last round of Swiss are all decided by everyone just intentionally drawing and locking everyone out. So
working in the deck, huh?
yeah, but Scott and I decided to play it out, even though we both were going to make it in. We decided to just play for fun under the camera, especially since at the time I didn't know the other 2 players were going to play, so I had no one else to record. But yeah, Scott was a good player, and we had some fun with it. And yeah.
But I am going to trigger this if you don't have any.
So it looks like I'm triggering Syria there at the bottom under the glare. Sorry about the glare, guys. And Tywin is going to get a military icon and stealth. It looks like Cersei is on the table under the other glare spot there. And He's got a couple of little reducer chuds out there now. It looks like he's going first with Theon and Windermere for a power challenge. 2 stealths.
Stealth.
And it looks like
Oh, he's got stealth.
stealth on Cersei and the Brothel Madam, since the other 3 characters on my side have stealth right now, which is always a nice feeling against Greyjoy, to have the same amount of stealth as they have on the board. And so it looks like no defenders.
Alright, I'll spend 1. Do Widow's Will. And defend with...
Oh, it looks like I am defending. Sorry, I thought I heard myself say unopposed there, but it's probably just talking out loud in my about what would happen if I went unopposed.
Here's an attachment.
So he just realized I did the Widow's Wail on Tywin, so I could throw him in there, and then he's immune to the raiding longship, which not only needs him to be first player, needs Scott there to be first player, but he cannot do the effect on a character with an attachment. So Tywin will gain a power out of that, and he now has 2 characters knelt, so he did not benefit whatsoever from that power challenge. And it passed over to me, since I don't think he had enough for the Brothel Madam to do military. So it looks like Tyrion gave me some gold there. I got an unopposed power. Cersei adds to the claim, so I hit with 2 cards out of the hand there. And it looks like I am up to 7 power against 1 lonely power on Theon across the board. So Balon being dead and Brothel Madam on the board is definitely causing a problem for Scott. And just showing us his hand there, he has a drowned army there. I forget what their name is, that get +1 from the warships, and a put to the sword left in hand. So I think he's showing us that he kind of dodged a bullet there with the other 2 cards that were intrigued out. So
I'll pose it.
Okay. I got nothing.
So he blocks my power challenge there, and he has no power to claim. So that was I got nothing really out of that.
I guess military of 3. I'll still this guy.
So I sneak in an unopposed military with Syrio,
No.
gaining me a power and killing a Iron Islands fishmonger.
Dom, I have 5.
And dominance comes to me. And that puts me at 9 power.
I have 5 cards.
Should have thought about that one a little more. Island Dominance.
So if you guys haven't seen the first videos in this series, this is game number 4 of round 4, or game number 4 of the series, the featured match from round 4, as we've been discussing. So there were 3 other matches before this that you can see on this channel. Should be in a playlist. If you go to playlists, and you can watch those. You can also see playlists for some of our other Store Championship series and the giant Game of Thrones 2nd edition card game video list. We'd also do board game videos, live streams, and whatnot. Hopefully we find a location that's good enough for live streaming shortly. We've been on a little break from the live streams for Game of Thrones, the card game.
Yeah, no, I got those first.
But yeah, hit subscribe if you guys like this stuff so you can get notified when we post more videos and help support the channel.
9-1. You're smoking me right now. Yep.
Looks like I used my summons to grab a Tywin dupe. And Wildfire brought our boards down a little bit there to leave Asha, Theon, Maester Windermere on his side. And on my side I have Syrio, Tyrion, and of course Tywin.
Draw 2. And you're Marshall.
1, 2.
So it looks like Scott did choose to go first, so he is going to marshal first here. And he's collected 4 gold. Let's see what cards he can put down there. He can definitely play that army and still leave 2 gold for a put to the sword. Yeah, it's the drowned men, that's what they're called. There they go. And he looks like he has 2 warships out there, so they are a 5 strength right now.
I know. I don't see him early though. It's like, oh, I can't play much.
But we do have Tywin out there who can gain a stealth from Sirio, so he can be used defensively to stop that. Put to the sword, I believe, if I save enough money. Yeah, looks like we got a King's Road played.
Oh! No, he's dead.
And still 6 gold.
He is dead.
I'm going to pop this.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
And the Knight of Flowers to help push for the win with some renown.
Alright, I'll leave it at that.
Spend 1.
So we got the Tickler. Played for 2. Using the Western fiefdoms there. And it saved 3 goals. So Tywin is a 9 strength right now.
Good marshalling. Nice. Well done.
Challenge action, unless you have one. I might as well give this guy the stealth. It's my defensive wall.
So me giving him stealth definitely, to Tywin there, definitely blocks a chance of him doing a put to the sword. For sure, even with the stealth and the raiding longships and whatnot, so. Hopefully I realize that that is an option, but Tywin is duped, so he's not going anywhere right now.
Power challenge. Stealth the Knight of Flowers.
This looks like a power challenge with Maester Windermere, stealthing Knight of Flowers.
This is the beer talking right now. Let's see if it works out.
Scott making jokes there about the beer talking.
Yeah.
I think he was having some good drinks there between rounds. Definitely keeping it interesting.
This is annoying.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
I gotta do it. It's like, I hate using him on defense, but he gets renowned. It's not bad, but it could be better. Yep, so big man goes down to defend with 8, 9, 10, 11.
Sucker.
Boom.
So that might not be good. So Tywin goes in there to block the power challenge and gain a power. Might have left myself open for a put to the sword.
Right. This card is clearly too good. I don't understand why.
And here it comes.
Military challenge. Stealth.
So he's stealth the Tickler and the Knight of Flowers. But I do have 2 gold, so if I have a hand's judgment, maybe that's what I'm doing, being a little cocky here. Hoping he doesn't have his own. But I'm counting up the strength there. I believe it's, looks like 9,
I can't
10, 11, 12.
It's an empty promise.
His sword is not nil.
His sword is not nil, although I do not believe
It's gonna happen, that's for sure.
Yes, when he's
Pay 2. Ambush this guy in.
This looks like a throne of Burnman, so I definitely didn't have the hand's judgment.
I'll block with these 2. 5 maybe?
So, and I throw them in on defense for 5, knowing the put the sword is going to happen no matter what.
12. Only 5.
This looks like I'm blocking the unopposed, so at least Theon doesn't get a power, Asha doesn't stand. That was the point of it, putting 2 characters in.
To the sword.
Alright, so
So I'm trying to hold that military off as much as possible, so it doesn't swing the game too huge. And he chooses to kill the Knight of Flowers, slow me down a bit there. Which I think a smart target. I don't know if Tyrion would have been a better option, but
so he's now 8 strength.
maybe Sirio even might have been the better option. But I think Knight of Flowers is a good hit no matter what, especially since he was still standing. And he could come back and help me possibly even rush for the win. I am at, looks like 10 power right now, so
What 2 to do?
very close, and he does only have 1 power still.
2 cards.
I like my new revenue. And that would cost, or I guess it's not
Yeah, I guess mill of 2.
So military of 2 strength with the Tickler.
Do I really need it?
Yeah, looks like that's unopposed, putting me up to 11 power.
Opposed?
Yeah.
And he's going to claim someone that's pretty decent, so Probably Windermere or that Drowned Men. And I'm good with both of those. Either of those, sorry. Go into the dead pile.
He's a 4 for 5, but it's like stealth 2
But
is key.
stealth,
Like,
yeah, I think I can always get him back.
that's true. Yeah, he's not unique. So it's tough choice. Alright.
Thanks for the compliments.
It's tough though.
Yeah.
But I would pick him to be honest, but I don't know. It
Yeah.
does help with put to the swords as we've just seen. Two. Dom, one away. But I don't know what's in your hand. That scares me.
Looks like I'm deciding which challenge to do here with Tyrion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with power.
And a power challenge to Tyrion.
Nobody.
Can't stealth anybody, but they're all down and
No
out.
reactions.
And it looks like I'll just take the unopposed power.
Oh, you don't have any. Can't even claim. No fears.
You saucy person. Alright, I'm going to...
Dom, so?
And I realized I should have done an intrigue challenge there, but I still take Dom.
Big turn right here.
So I'm now at 13.
First of all, they go opposed.
We'll see if I can close it out here in the next round, or if he's going to start pushing through and stealing some power.
I kill it with this ridiculous ability.
But having Tywin with a Widow's Wail and Syrio out is definitely a good little combo against Greyjoy there. Not to mention Tyrion with the stealth on him too.
Ready? Nope.
Guess I have to do this.
And the Widow's Wail is going to go away because Scott played Confiscation, and it looks like I'm drawing 3 cards with counting coppers.
Assume you first again.
And Scott chooses to go first.
Block, and then draw 2.
Two. 1, 2, 3.
And then I will do a power challenge.
1, 2.
And we got a second raiding longship, which is going to help him get unopposed even more. And it looks like we got a salty navigator.
I do not win.
And that will be it.
Okay.
And Scott's going to sit on 2 gold on the Greyjoy side. And Tyrion gets a dupe.
You ever have
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, did you say something? Spin 3.
That's why I like playing this game a little loose. Like I don't
Yeah.
care that much.
Yeah, you can't take it too serious.
So we got Marjorie Tyrell out now.
I really get pissed off.
Alright, let's see. 2 gold, that's possible.
You got that lady out there.
I need military clean, that's for sure. So I will send to put on Arbor Knights.
And we got some Arbor Knight action there.
Challenge action.
It looks like no gold saved. Looks like a Brothel Madam is being triggered there. Oh no, sorry, it's Syrio. Syrio under the glare.
That was good, that was good.
Syrio under the glare.
Let's see.
Just so used to, after the challenge phase starting, hitting that Brothel Madam and triggering her right away. But she is not on the board right now.
Can't. He's got stealth ready. He's got stealth ready.
Okay, so
I'm trying to cover my icons, but you can remove 2.
who's the first player?
I think I have to be first.
How do you go to be? So you are first player.
I am first player.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna trigger it right now.
Looks like I'm passing on the Syrio. I'm not going to do it yet.
Can you like in between? You can't, right? Like as soon as stealth's declared.
Yeah, it's too late at that point. Yeah, I can do it like after the first challenge.
But I believe in my mind, I'm starting to realize I don't care.
It doesn't.
I have to let him just go for it, get all the unopposed he wants. He's really far away from my total right now. So even if he gains a bit from it, kills a character, steals a power, I'm just going to possibly use the stealth off Syrio to just push back my own challenges. That's maybe how I'm thinking about it.
Stealth Island.
So looks like Asha's going to come in there with the power challenge, stealthing Tywin.
Reaction.
And I just let it go unopposed. I need him to get power on his house so that I can get something for my power challenge to claim and make sure I hit victory here on this round.
Like squash, like nothing.
Never know though. In a Greyjoy deck, 7 power sometimes in a turn.
Yeah. It
So did I take the power off for claim?
So I can't let it go too long or else it'll just build up.
We are chatting. I hope I didn't forget here.
Did I claim a power?
Oh, there we go. Getting distracted, not realize what step we're on here. So he does stand Asha. He gains power. Oh wait, he took an extra power there.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Oh, I see. So I thought he was reminding me that I didn't take claim, but he was thinking that he didn't take any claim. So he's now up to 3.
Again.
Stealth.
So a little mistake there made on both of our on both of our parts actually.
So you stealth these two?
Yeah, yep.
Looks like we got a mill challenge here. Stealthing Tywin and an Arbor Knight.
Sword if you have it.
Got 2 raiding longships that can definitely take out 2 characters from it since he is going first, and I don't have any attachments out. Sad to see
I'll play this.
that he has a great Kraken in hand that he's not able to get on the board yet. Which maybe he should have played actually instead of that other raiding longship. Could have helped him get some more cards or some more power maybe. Looks like I let it go unopposed. And
Claim. Oh, unopposed. Did you take your unopposed power? I don't think you did. I think you only took 1 from that.
oh, he does have great Kraken out. I'm a dummy. He has a dupe in his hand. Wow. I think it's because he hasn't been using it all game that I forgot it was there. Oh man. It's a dupe of Great Kraken. I didn't even realize. So yeah. So he's taking the extra power from Great Kraken. He didn't take extra power. So me realizing that's on the board. Sorry guys if you're yelling at your computer screen, tablet screen, phone screen, TV screen, whatever screen at me. I'm being a little silly right now. Didn't realize Great Kraken was down there. But yeah, that's how he's getting that extra power. So he just shot up to 7. 7 power there. So I need to close it out. I can't let it keep going on. If he gets another turn like that, I could be in trouble. Having 2 raiding longships out in the Great Kraken is huge, plus all his stealth. That can sneak him through to victory pretty quickly. But put to the sword on Asha there. So I made him pay for going a little aggressive there. So that definitely makes you feel a little better. And some renown on Tywin.
You should give me the last one.
And the power win is going to claim off him, and that is it. Just want to say thanks to Scott for playing on camera and being a funny guy. Always great to see him. Look forward to seeing him at the Rochester Regional coming up. And I want to say thanks to Just Games for having us there. And thanks for Melanie for coming down with me to the tournament. And thank you to all you guys and girls who are watching out there and supporting this channel. And keep coming back, watching these videos. Comment on them. Hit that like button if you like this game, like these videos, want to see more. Make sure you subscribe to support the channel. I appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one coming up the top 4.